How's left tackle coming for you?
It's going good. Today the first day of pads. We got out there just going over our technique and the different calls. So.
When was that something that you became aware was going to be was that early in the off season that you kind of knew that you'd be getting a lot of work there?
Coach Steno told me I'll get a chance at left tackle, during camp. So the whole off season I was working on that.
Even though you can move around the offensive line, where's your favorite spot today?
I won't say I got a favorite spot, but I'm more comfortable at left guard right now.
So what are the challenges of getting comfortable? What are the things you need to get comfortable with at left tackle, especially if you have to be the guy if David's not ready?
It's just a repetition, getting a lot of reps at practice, going against guys, Rashawn, P, Z, all those guys. So just getting a repetition, the live reps in pass, I think it'll help me out a lot.
What kind of role has David Bakhtiari been playing for you right now? What have you been learning from him? You just spent a lot of time talking about him when he was in here.
Oh yeah, he plays a big role. I sit right in front of him in meetings, so he always in my ear just telling me things, helping me out with the small details. He been in the league, I think, going on his 8th, 9th year, so his experience is way above mine. So he helped me out a lot.
How do you prepare in this training camp, knowing that there could potentially be a variety of different situations of where you'll play and when? And do you like that challenge, this training camp, or do you wish you could kind of stick to one thing?
I like the challenge. I really never back down from a challenge. I've been doing this since college, my first 2 years playing left tackle, then playing guard, then going to center. So I feel like it's kind of fun. It keep my mind spinning and things like that. So I like the challenge.
LaFleur was in here the other day saying they might put you at tight end this year. Do you want to add a 6th position to your resume this year?
Oh yeah, for sure. Get out, catch a screen, catch a corner in the end zone or something like that for a touchdown. Yeah, I can get a screen, 30 yards, 40 yards, and down the field.
What's the biggest difference from left guard to left tackle? Is it footwork in the NFL?
Oh, it's a lot. Left guard, everything. Well, guard, interior. Anyway, everything on you faster. And at tackle, you out there in space. You out there with the 4-5, 4-4 guys, and like that. So it's a lot different.
What does it mean to you, Elvin, that the coaches trust you to put this on you to fill in for Dave at that important spot until he gets back?
Oh yeah, it means a lot. Filling in for a guy like Dave, all pro, Pro Bowl guy. So it means a lot for them to have the confidence in me to be able to get the job done.
Yeah, Elton, I think your first year and a half in the league, you were kind of the secret, if that's a good way to put it. You were named a Pro Bowl starter last year. How do you live up to that expectation you've kind of set for yourself since people kind of know who you are now?
Just keep being me. Keep putting the work in, the extra time, making sure I'm talking to the coaches, talking to my teammates, and we all just working in a unison.
You don't see a lot of young offensive linemen make the Pro Bowl early in their careers. I mean, a lot of name recognition usually and those sort of things. Did it, not because of your play, but just because of the way the process works, did it surprise you at all? How did you kind of receive that?
Oh yeah, for sure. It surprised me. Brian Gutekunst, the GM, he called me when I was at home on my way here, and he was like, "You made the Pro Bowl," and it kind of took a couple of seconds for it to click for me. But it's just a blessing to be able to get that award, get that honor, and just keep it going year after year.
Dave was just in here saying how rare it is for a guard to kick out the left tackle, and Matt has talked multiple times about how rare it is for a guy to be able to play all 5 positions. Why do you think you're able to do that, especially when so few actually can?
First, preparation, God, and then my teammates, they helping me out. Just like I say, Bach helping me out with the small details and things to be able to go out there and play left tackle. You got Billy helping me out. He experienced. So Coach Steno, all those guys, Coach Buckets, all those guys, being able to help me out then with my athleticism and being able to digest the playbook. I feel like it's a good combination of all that.
So you just gave a lot of credit to a lot of other people there, but as far as you, what you do, what do you think it is about you that sets you apart?
I feel like just going out there and accepting the challenge, wanting to compete. Then my athleticism, it got a lot to do with it. So I yeah, athleticism, wanting to compete, and just accepting the challenge.
Hey, Elton, in that same vein, with obviously the work that Dave's doing with you, what's that conversation been like, with John and Ben, at left guard, rotating in there with you, and what have you done to kind of work with them as they settle into your spot, really?
Yeah, all the things that I learned my first 2 years and the little small details things, I always try to tell them, like with their pass sets, with run blocking, how we gonna set up this play and things like that. So just all the small things that I learned my first 2 years, I try to, feed that information to them.
Elton, you had some really good veterans in the room your first 2 years, and some of them are gone now. How has your role in the room evolved now?
Yeah, it switched a lot. Now going into my third year, being finna be a 3-year starter, yeah, it switched a lot because you got younger guys that need the help that I needed when I was younger. So just giving them the information and going about my business and teaching them and showing them how to go about their business, it's changed a lot.
What are you seeing from those young guys in the room?
Yeah, you see a lot of potential. It's the first day. It's the first day of padded camp. So, you can see the things, but once you put the pads on, it's different. So just giving them the small details and things like that. I feel like we got a couple guys in the room that can play and play early.
Myers is sort of inserted right into the starting lineup. Even you had to battle to get into the starting lineup. How much pressure is that on a guy, who's just popped in there, and especially at center?
Yeah, Myers here, a real smart guy, real big guy. So I feel like he'll do good. It just like I said, it take the repetition, and they give him all the reps that he need right now. So he'll be ready come week 1. So he's a very smart guy, very big guy. So I feel like he got all the intangibles and things that he needs to succeed.
Anything else from in the room?
Just this, right from the start, your physicality showed up, your football IQ, coaches appraised it, your teammates. But when you're next to a prankster like Dave, how's your game there? Do you just be you, or do you give it back to that guy sometimes?
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes you got to give it back to him because he's like you said, a prankster, and he like playing and things like that. So if you just sit there and I guess be quiet, it kind of get annoying. So with me, I like to give it back to him. Let him get a taste of his own medicine. So yeah.
How long did that take until you were comfortable giving it back to Mr. First Team All-Pro?
When I first got here, I had realized that he liked to play a lot. So, I'll go, throw out a couple of jokes, stuff like that. And since then, it's just, been rolling.
We talked about going from rookie to Pro Bowl in your second year. What was the point in your mind that you realized you're pretty good at this level? Like, you're not just getting your feet wet, getting comfortable, getting acclimated, but you're good at this level.
I always thought that I can succeed at this level. I feel like it was just, just harping in on the small details and the things that I needed to take my game to the next level. And me, when I was a rookie, having those veteran guys in the room, making sure I picked their brain and things like that, so to get me to that next level. And I feel like they helped me out a lot.
Elton, what's it been like to watch David from New Year's Eve when the injury happened in practice and the journey that he's been? I know you guys were separated during the offseason, but what's it been like to kind of watch from up close what he's battling and working to get through here?
Oh yeah, Dave, he a hard worker. So once the injury happened, I feel like he was gonna come back. Well, I know he gonna come back stronger. So ain't nothing to a big dog. He's a big dog. I know he go out there and work and do his thing. So once he come back, I feel like he'll be even better than he was before.
Anything else from in the room? Okay, Sarah, we'll take that one from Zoom.
This one, Bill Huber.
Hey, Elton, after spending all the training camp presumably at left tackle, how long would it take you to move back to left guard and feel right back at home? Would it take you any time at all?
No, I don't think so. I think I got that position down to the T. So right now I'm focusing on left tackle and trying to get those small things to help me out and help our team win.